What's going on? What it is? Oh, what's up? Can I get in touch? I don't think that's the words. But hello everybody. Hey, how you doing? I'm here to tell y'all a story about something I went through. Okay. Well, let's start off by saying I don't know. So this was like about, how long ago was this? Like, okay, this was probably like a couple years ago. And I remember at the time I didn't have like any type of money. I didn't have any money flow coming in. I was hustling my booty off, nothing in return. People kept asking for work for nothing in return. And I was here for it, and I was just happy-go-lucky girl going everywhere. Nothing wrong with that. Just know where you put your worth, that's all. And so I had applied for this website called Model Mayhem. Many of you may know Model Mayhem is where all the models go and connect and try to see if they connect with photographers, other models, and stuff like that. But I remember I had been on there for about a month, and I was submitting to mad auditions, and then I remember this one audition, but this audition you had to cast for it. It was a casting, and then they would tell you if you made the audition. But apparently you were getting paid for the casting, right? I don't know. Yeah. No, you weren't. No, you didn't get paid for the casting, but you had. But you had to go there first to cast. Oh my god. Anyways, so it was like, they hit me up talking about, hey, we'd love for you to come here to this casting. It's also not guaranteed, but you will be casted in other gigs that will come about this audition. I was like, alright, bet. So I get the address, they tell me to come this specific day, and so I go that day, and mind you, it's like an hour and some change away. And I was like, oh, okay. Barely had gas. Mind you, I didn't have money. But my ass was driving hours away just for some money. Or casting. Just for something not guaranteed. I drove an hour away. But I drove. And on the way there, I kept seeing 666. Mind you, 666 is not a bad number. But in some meanings, it also means femininity, but in some meanings it also means your decisions aren't aligned. And I kept seeing it, but I was blowing it off. So I went, and when I got there, it was kind of like it looked like a very Mexico type of downtown Los Angeles vibe. Never been over there before. I don't even remember what city it was. It was in boot heck nowhere. I don't know. But I went there. I pulled in. It was kind of like a little apartment. Not an apartment, but it was like a office type of building. And then the rest was like the apartment. But the first part was like an office. So I parked right underneath the building. And then above it, that was where you walk up and you go up into the office, whatever. And I was hesitant to park there because I was like, am I going to get towed or whatever? But then I was like, no, I think it's made for me to park there. So I go upstairs, and right off the bat, I'm already getting weird vibes. First of all, I was getting weird vibes on the way there. My stupid. I should have just turned around and said, forget it. But I was already getting weird vibes, and then I walk up the stairs, And there's this man, he was like Asian type of looking, had like brown hair, short, kind of my height. I'm 5'7", I believe, 5'8". I think I'm 5'8". I'm 5'8", I think. And I seen him, he was probably like 5'7", my height, one of those. And he was just staring at me like, wow, like, whoa. Mind you, I did have cornrows just like this. And no, I didn't. No, I didn't. I had a weave in. And I had a two-piece on, it's red. I was looking real cute. But I was by myself, but I shouldn't have did that. I got there and he was like, you're so tiny. Like, he kept saying that. Like, he kept saying, you're so tiny. Wow. And I was like, okay, you ever see tiny people before? Anyways, and he asked me to try some clothes on to take casting photos. I was like, okay, cool. But then I realized, like, the clothes he had, it was like clothes like stuff you find in Salvation Army type of clothes. And I was gonna, okay, I'll just take some pictures and then call it a day. And mind you, he starts mentioning that he does rope photos and he does all these other stuff. And then I was like, okay, but what about the casting though? What did you say about the casting? Like, how is this working? He was like, just stuttering. We're just, see, nothing coming out of his mouth. Just saying basically that, we're just casting for it now. And then we'll see if we're going to use you later for the big gigs. Trying to sell me, like, and me not understanding that there's people in this world that do not have your best interests. Me not understanding that he's trying to play a part and paint a picture that's not really realistic. I'm like, oh, okay, cool. Like, cool. Like, I'm in the right spot. And, so when he starts mentioning like all the rope photos and stuff like that, and I was like, rope? Like, what do you mean? And I noticed like there was pictures lined up on the wall. Mind you, there was one nude photo. That's about it. But the pictures were beautiful. It was like rope around like stomach area, rope around the arm. But there was one picture where it was breast and there was a rope over it, but like you didn't see her face or nothing. But I was like, oh yeah, those are nice. And he was like, yeah. He got excited. He's like, yeah, I do those too. And then I was like, oh, cool. He's like, you want to try it? I actually have some. Like, I have some rope. Like, kept persisting on some rope. But I didn't understand what he meant by rope. I was just like, rope? Okay, I don't really know what you mean, but I'm not really down for that right now. I'm here to do what you asked me to do, and I'm a dick. So I tried on the clothes. He took some digitals. And he asked me, would you be down to shoot for rope? I could show you. This man comes out with the rope. I'm talking about rope. Like rope. I'm like, I was like, okay. He was like, here, let me show you. Like, what I do is, like, just took my arm and said, here, I do this, and I like tie it, and I was like, oh. And then he was like, yeah, like, it's really cool, huh? Like, just. And then I was like, nah, it's alright. Like, I'm good. It's like, okay, whatever. Mind you, I really needed money. Keep that in mind. And so after I took some pictures, he kept asking me if I wanted to try different photos. But I told him, I'm not really sure what you mean. And then he says, oh, I can offer you like $100 if you want to shoot rope. Or just like $100. My head, ding ding ding, $100, but wait, what do you mean? no clothes. And he was like, oh yeah, it's full nude, but like, you won't see anything. And I'm like, just in the back of my head, I was already like, no, Taylor, don't do it. But girl, he said you don't see anything. Bitch, don't do it. I was having that battle with myself, and I was like, okay, I think I'm a pass. And I was like, okay, I think I'm just pass. And I wanted to leave at that point because it was getting kind of weird. Like, he kept trying to, like, say how skinny I was. He just staring at my body. And it wasn't a professional setting. Well, scratch that. It was a professional setting. He wasn't a professional dude. That's what it was. And that's where the tricky part was. And I left. And I sat in the car, and I was thinking, and I was like, I barely even have enough gas to get home. I barely have enough gas to get home. So I was like, well, shoot, I don't know, just battling with myself, like saying, should I do this? He said nothing would show. Like, if you saw the pictures in his house, not his house, I don't know what that was. In his crib, there was beautiful pictures about yay size of, like, just a belly of rope being tied or, like, legs or something. So I was, in my head, I was like, okay, that's probably what it is. So I walked back upstairs, and I asked him, I was like, okay, so if I do this, nothing is going to show. He was like, yeah, no. Let me get you in the room. I got you. Just all you gotta do, you can feel comfortable. You can change again. I get you your bathing suit to change in, and then we'll go in there. And then I was like, okay. While I'm in the bathroom, he's setting up and stuff, and then I'm like, dog, leave. In the back of my head. But I was like, dang, he already setting up and I already double back. What type of person would I be if I just keep doubling back on my decisions? You know? And then I was just like, whatever. I'm going to get it done. I'm going to get out of here. So I go and change. I'm in this little bathing suit. I go in the little studio room. And he tells me automatically, he's like, he has this type of pervert creepy smile, like it was like a oh my god, I'm finna cry, don't cry, oh my god. Okay, so he had this like anyways, and I'm not crying. This like pervert type of smile, and I was like, oh my god, dude. Anyways, I'm a woman. I expect men to be weird. So I was like, whatever. I sit down, and he was like, yeah, get comfortable. Like, it's okay. Like, so hey, and then he's just, like, don't know how to act. Like, he's a dog. Or, like, a dog that you just let out from the pen from, like, 3 weeks ago. You know what I mean? And he's like, get comfortable or whatever. So I sit on the chair, and I'm like, okay, so just the belly, right? Nothing's gonna show. And then he's like, yeah. All you gotta do is just lift your top a little bit. And I was like, okay. And then he tries to get closer, and then he was like, honestly, this isn't gonna work if you have to take it off, you know? And I was like, honestly, I don't really feel comfortable taking it off. And then he was like, well, I don't know how you'd want to shoot it. It's not going to work like that. Like, it won't be realistic. You won't show it. I won't show anything. And I was like, okay, I agreed to this. I'm get these $100 and I will go. And so he was like, you got to take it off. Like, yeah. And then I was like, but you said it wouldn't show. Like, you're just doing my stomach. I just want you to do my stomach. That's it. And he kept persisting. I have to take it off. So, as I'm thinking about it, I was like, okay. And so as I start lifting, and as he sees me getting hesitant, he steps closer. I promise you, I was like, whoa. He was like, just take it off. And I was like, nigga, like, whoa, chill. And then I was about to take it off, but then I was like, oh my God, I gotta go. And then he was like, I didn't say that, but in my head I was like, I gotta go. I started lifting it, right? And he was like, no, just take it off, just take it off. Like, starts getting close to me. I'm talking about, I'm sitting on the counter. This is me. He comes right here. He's like, just take it off. And then tries to take off my bra. This man tried to take off my swimsuit. Man, I wanted to... What's wrong with you? I was baffled. I am baffled. I was like, oh my God. Like, he was literally, like, right here, he's literally trying to pull it off of me. And I'm just like, oh my God, what are you doing? Like, that, I've never experienced that before. And he was like, yo, it's fine. Like, just trying to snatch it off of me. And I was like, I gotta go. And I pushed this nigga. I ran into the bathroom, changed my clothes, threw the swimsuit, and man, I threw the swimsuit in the other room, and I said, bye. And I was like, great working with you. I have to go. The fact that I literally kept it cordial even after the fact shows a lot, because shows how much of a B I was. Because now, if you were to do that to me, we're fighting. I'm cursing you out. We're fighting. Like, all that. And back then, I was like, nah, I just need to go. And then I was like, hey, thank you. I appreciate it. Bye. And I left. And I ran down the stairs. And I was like, oh my God. Don't ever do that again. It is never worth it. And on the whole way home, I cried. Like I was crying the entire way home. Not the entire way, but I mean, pretty much. It was an hour away too. I cried. Actually, it took an hour and 30 minutes just to get back, because I went back at traffic time. Moral of the story is, don't ever sacrifice yourself for a coin, okay? Money will come. All you gotta do is just be patient. And please, if you're a model and you go to a fashion show or something like that you've never been to before, please make sure you Google them. Make sure you Google search the place. Make sure you bring somebody with you. Especially if you know what you got going on, okay? Because somebody will take advantage of you. Somebody will try to do something to you. And that's why it's very good to always bring somebody with you. And I'm not saying you have to have a man with you, but trust me, you will understand the difference between somebody who is professional and who is not when you and a man steps into the room. I promise to God. Because you just can't trust people in these streets. And honestly, Model Mayhem, that was the last time I ever used Model Mayhem. Not to say that Model Mayhem is good, but I'm okay. Money's never worth all of that. So that's what happened. That's what will never happen again. And I'm here to tell y'all, just be aware of that stuff. Like, men, not even men, just people. People are crazy. Especially behind closed doors. People are crazy. So, hey, that's my story. you'll never catch me slipping again. But yeah, so thanks for listening. I hope y'all have a great day and you have a blessed one. And yeah, and stay tuned for more. If y'all want me to tell more stories, let me know. I definitely will. Yeah, so bye.